What's good, my squad? So, as you can see on the screen, we have the first two. They showed us two separate gameplay trailers of Sword Art Online, or as Accel World versus Sword Art Online Millennium Twilight. So, they had a live stream just yesterday. It was like a 2-hour live stream where they kind of revealed, they talked about a lot of the information of the game, and they showed an hour into the whole thing, they finally showed two gameplay trailers showing some gameplay for the game. So as we've seen, if you watched my other video, if you are new, then they had a reveal trailer, and it was kind of showing us that this is going to be in the Lost Song world. You know, if you are new to all this, basically there's like two kind of separate games that they be making. They have the Hollow kind, where they're in Aincrad, which follows the main anime story, and then you have Lost Song, which follows like the second season, I think that was, or second arc, I guess you could say, of Sword Art Online, which is Alfheim Online, where they got the wings and the fairies and all that kind of type of shit. So that's where this one is going to be taking place. And that actually plays a big role in the whole game. Basically, the combat is going to be just like how it was in Lost Song, of course, with some improvements. Now, I don't know how big those improvements are going to be, but hopefully they are, good improvements. But if you play Lost Song, you can understand and have an idea of how that combat system is. It's not so much about that whole teamwork thing. It's more so straightforward, how action games are, if you know what I mean. So that's what's gonna happen. So if you did like Lost Song more than Hollow Fragment, or I guess Hollow Realization, then you can look forward to that. If not, then maybe not for you. But so in this live stream, they had a lot of details, like I mentioned. Let me go ahead and kind of lay them out for you. So it says the action RPG sees the world of Brain Burst, which is from Accel World, encroach on the world of Alfheim Online from Sword Art Online. There will be a mix of conflict and teamwork as players draw near the mystery of the accelerated world and virtual world that crossed. Battles use the ground sky active change battle system, where players can form a party of 3 from both Accel World and Sword Art Online characters and switch between them in real time. So honestly, all that other stuff was kind of just, all that stuff before I just said is kind of just retarded, whatever, stories, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that last sentence right there, it says, switch between them in real time. Now, that is a new thing. Now, you could always take in 3, every game you've always had 3 teammates, but never been able to switch between them. So that's going to be first. It says in real time. So that'll be pretty cool. Before I kind of just picked my teammates of who was the strongest or something, whoever I used the most or whatever, kind of who I like the most. But now it's kind of like it's going to be people of who I'm going to pick of people who I kind of actually like as well, so that I can use them. I don't know. They got cool moves. I can use them. If you see in the gameplay trailers, some characters kind of like have like range attacks and stuff. So like I can kind of balance out my team. It seems like it could kind of do a lot more to the gameplay than maybe you didn't think so at first. But so it also says the main story is about 3 hours long. The actions from Lost Song have evolved, and the character models have been significantly reworked. There are over 30 playable characters. The scenario was drafted by Reki Kawahara, the author of both Accel World and Sword Art Online. Its contents are said to be quite harsh. And then it has some images, which I will show you on the screen. So obviously, the main people from Sword Art Online are going to return. You can see Silica, you see Lisbeth, you see Asuna, and obviously Kirito. And then you have some other Accel World people, which I do not know because I never watched Accel World. So, but the idea that it's going to have characters from Accel World and Sword Art Online is pretty interesting, So it'll be cool to see what's happening. So if you did not know, this game is coming out to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. Now, in terms of my thoughts on it, I just hope that they can innovate a little bit more. I just feel these games literally are pumped out every year. Ever since 2014, there's been a Sword Art Online game every year, because they're like mid-level games where there's not a big budget for them, so it's kind of more easier to develop. It's more so, I don't know, and this is literally the same engine of Lost Song. It looks like, just maybe with a little bit of enhancements, so they can really be the way it's looking. They really could pump this out every year. There could be a new SAO game every year. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, because I just kind of feel like I want them to put more work into it, and the whole idea of 30 hours of story, dog, 15 hours of that story is gonna be you reading dialogue, you know what I mean? And that kind of stuff, I don't know, I just don't care for that, you know. But in terms of the gameplay, I just hope that, you know, they can really innovate in that and add some newer stuff, because I did kind of like Lost Songs combat, but at the same time I didn't, you know. It started off cool and then it ended up kind of boring, and it's just very grindy. When I really think back to it, it was pretty grindy. But I mean, I started at closer to the middle part, I started to kind of get into the story and whatnot. So hopefully this story is, you know, interesting like the like Lost Song. I mean, I wouldn't even say it was interesting, but this one I definitely could see be more interesting out of all of them, because I don't know anything about Accel World, and it'll be interesting to see the what happens, basically, you know. But I mean, that's mainly all I gotta say. I just hope that you know, they can show me some cool stuff. You know, Hollow Realization honestly was pretty cool. I like the enhancements they did and whatnot. So I'll be looking for similar improvements in this Lost Song sequel, I guess you could call it, you know. But yeah, so other than that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments below. We'll obviously be showing you anything else new that happens on my channel. So yeah, be sure to subscribe if you are interested in this game or any other games that you might see I do, like I don't even want to say, just, you know, other Japanese and games like that. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Yeah, peace.
You see, I'm waiting and they hating, and I'm sipping on my tea. Bad bitch walking past, may I stop you, please? And I'm hungry as a bitch, but this life ain't free. If I'm trying to get this money, I can't really shake a tree. I be working, it's a 3:15. When I stop